Hey boys, it's been a minute since we've done one of these. So yeah, if you're new here, I'm a Steelers fan, and occasionally, especially during the season, I would just pull out the microphone, as I'm doing right now, in the most ghetto, fun way ever. Pull up my camera and talk about the Steelers. Also, I got a new chair. Look at this. Look at this. It's a nice leather chair. This one, it has armrests. I know that seems really stupid to talk about, but my last one didn't, and my last one was hella uncomfortable, and I had that one for like 4 years. So, anyways, that's what I'm talking about. Steelers. Like what, 20 minutes ago, I got the notification that Juju Smith-Schuster's coming back. Now, I know I could have talked about nothing else because nothing has happened for Pittsburgh this offseason. But, oh, wait, hold up. Oh, also, by the way, these are completely uncut. I totally forgot. I gotta wear these. This is tradition, boys. Anytime I make one of these videos. Ugh. Hold up. We almost there. There we go. There we go. Okay. He's not even gonna be on our team anymore, but whatever. So yeah, Juju, he re-signed with Pittsburgh for 1 year, $8 million. I'll give my thoughts on that in a second. He turned down Kansas City for $8 million plus 4 incentives, and Baltimore for $9 million and 3 incentives. Juju, I'm actually really happy you're back, but if you would have gone to Kansas City, you probably would have had pretty damn close to a guaranteed ring. Because you, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Patrick Mahomes, and whatever other weapons they probably will end up getting, that would be really hard to compete with, because we have seen that Juju is an amazing number 2. Now here's the thing. I think the reason he went back to Pittsburgh is he doesn't want to be a number 2 on a team. He wants to be a number 1, and he knows that if he shines out next year, he can have like possibly a market for a number 1 wide receiver. I'm happy though, because it might be Ben's last year next year, and we're gonna stray from Juju for a quick second, just talk about the offseason itself. So essentially, Pittsburgh's offseason plans have been like, everybody can walk except for one guy. They let Alulu walk. They let Mike Hilton walk. They let Matt Filer walk. They're probably going to let James Conner walk. And they let Bud Dupree, obviously like the marquee name here, walk. What I was hoping would happen was Pittsburgh would restructure Ben's contract. They would franchise Bud Dupree. They would bring back Alulu, Mike Hilton, and Cam Sutton. They brought back Cam Sutton. And honestly, the contracts that Mike Hilton and Alulu got were so cheap, I think Pittsburgh's just not trying anymore at this point. But yeah, I thought they would have done that and then tried to get Juju on a cheap deal like they got him on today. And then just run it back one more year. Like, hey, we went 11-0 last year with bullshit fart in a skillet McGee as our offensive coordinator. Maybe with Matt Canada, who's a competent offensive coordinator, we can go better. So yeah, our offense is looking fine with Matt Canada and then Juju coming back. We don't have a running back, but we're not going to talk about that. Or an offensive line, but we're not going to talk about that either. But our defense now, which is like the stout part of our team and is always consistently good. Yeah, Steven Nelson wants a trade. We got that notification today. We lost Bud Dupree. I do like Alex Highsmith a lot though. That's just more Juju news. We do get Devin Bush back, which is nice, but we're also in a shit situation because next year we're gonna have to pay not only TJ but also Minka. So don't know how we're gonna afford that. So this is basically our last year, essentially. I do think Pittsburgh will have a positive record this season. I do think they still can win the NFC North. I don't think they can win the AFC. Or the AFC North, not the NFC North. They can still win the AFC, and I don't think they can win the AFC. I think they can still win the AFC North just because, like I said, our biggest issue last year was our offense, and we finally have what I think of as a competent offensive coordinator in the team. And I don't know, man. I think this might be Ben's last hurrah. I'd love Ben to end on a Super Bowl ring. I don't think it'll happen, but I think we could go 12-4 again. Oh God, again. We started 11-0. But yeah, Juju resigned. I really like Juju a lot. Like, so my buddy Parker has this new. We hate PFF because PFF is biased towards Sony players. So Parker's making his new version of PFF, and so I make little like graphics for his Twitter and Instagram. And so he essentially just researches them, and I put the graphics in. And, like, look at this, okay? Juju last season had 97 receptions. That's great. A lot of people judge wide receivers based on, like, how they would perform in fantasy. There's 97 points right there. He also had 128 targets. 128 targets. If, again, most of the time, if we're talking fantasy here, and you're like, oh, a guy had 128 targets last year, yeah, I want him in like my first 3 rounds because that's so many opportunities. He did only have 9 touchdowns and 831 receiving yards, but he was used only in the slot. Or no, he was used outside when he's primarily a slot receiver. So, again, Randy Finkner, who's no longer with us, thank God. I hope Randy's happy and living his life, but he was just a horrible offensive coordinator. He's no longer with us. Hopefully Matt Canada can be like, oh, what's that? Juju was good in the slot? Let's put him there. That's like, it just makes no sense. So yeah, only 831 yards off of 97 receptions. That's not very good, but also his average depth of yards target was like, or average depth of target was like 4 yards or something like that. So I'm happy. I think Juju definitely put a target on himself last year with the whole TikTok thing. So I'm hoping he kind of calms it down this year a little bit. But I'm really happy he's back. Honestly, I really like Juju. I would get a Juju jersey, but I have a jersey curse. So, which is showing with James Conner. If we bring James Conner back and he works with Matt Canada, that'd be kind of cool. But I doubt we're going to get James Conner back. Sad that Dupree left. Also, I'm really sad that Mike Hilton left. Kyle Fuller's out there, and with Steven Nelson, with Pittsburgh allowing Steven Nelson to like seek a trade, maybe that's Texas' way of being like, we're bringing in Kyle Fuller, so like let's not. But also the biggest rumors have been that he's either going to go to the Chargers or to Denver. So, yeah. Don't think we're getting Kyle Fuller. Happy that most of our secondary is still there, a.k.a. Minka, and I'm going to give Edmonds one more year because he actually had a pretty okay year last year. I'd like to move Edmonds more to sub linebacker and like nickel and dime rather than having him play just strong safety the entire time. That's what they did with Sean Davis. They just basically made Sean Davis a linebacker instead of a cornerback. So in this draft, I was looking at a stat which was like, yeah, running backs taken in the first round the last couple of years, they're all like hurt or washed or just like a bust. Or if you're Josh Jacobs, you just got Kenny Drake signed to your team, so whatever that's supposed to mean. So I don't really want Pittsburgh to take a running back in the first round, a.k.a. Najee Harris. I'd like us to take the dude from Clemson in the second if he fell to us. I doubt he will, though. Also, because we lost so many players, we're going to get so many compensatory picks this year for third-round picks, so we're going to be loaded in the third round, which I absolutely love. So I'd love us to be able to draft like an actual coverage safety because Edmonds isn't really a coverage safety. He's more of like so like Jamal Adams and Tyrann Mathieu are like Gucci, right? Yeah. Terrell Edmonds is like the Walmart brand version of them. We're like, he's good, but like, you know what I really want. I mean, maybe he takes that Bud Dupree level step this year and just becomes a god, which would be awesome. But yeah, I would like a second coverage safety so Minka's not back there doing everything. Also, yeah, now we're apparently going to have one good corner in Joe Hayden, who's very underrated, but also getting old. So we're going to see how that works out. I probably think we're going to take an O lineman with our first round draft pick this year, which I would love, unless like Trey Lance is available, which even then I'm like, I love Trey Lance. He's my favorite. He's probably my favorite prospect aside from Trevor Lawrence in this draft. I really like Zach Wilson too, but I don't think those two are going to fall. I think Trey Lance is the only one that like maybe could fall. And I'm like, but we also got like Mason Rudolph, which I don't want him, but we already have on the roster. We just signed Dwayne Haskins, which like, it's not that I don't want him. I would love Dwayne Haskins to be the future of our franchise if he just like got his shit together because we know he was not a good person in Washington. So, yeah, no, I'm happy that Juju re-signed. We get our entire wide receiver core back this year. So him, Deontay, we get Chase Claypool with the second year in the system, James Washington on the final year of his contract, Eric Ebron. Who's our second tight end right now? Oh, I don't think we have one. I think we let him. I think his contract expired. We just didn't re-sign him. So, yeah, that's essentially our team. Our offense is basically the exact same besides center and right guard. And JP said something. Don't remember what. Oh, God. Okay. My phone's blowing up all of a sudden. Anyways. So our offense is basically the same besides like center and... Or not right guard, left guard, because we still got the Castro technically. And left tackle off. forgot about Alejandro Villanueva. So yeah, that's also a thing. But our defense is not looking great. Our linebackers look fine. Our defensive front not as great because now it's literally just TJ and Highsmith. I really like Highsmith though. One of our safeties so far is great. One of our corners is great. Well, I really like Steven Nelson, but apparently he doesn't want to be in Pittsburgh anymore. So, boy. Oh, I just had a thought. Who's going to win more games, Patriots or Pittsburgh? Yuck. Hate that thought. Anyways, that's my thought on the Juju signing. It's been a minute since we've done a talking to the camera type of video like this. So, as you guys can also tell, yesterday's podcast, I was just like fatigued and felt like shit. So, this is like what you guys normally get. So, yeah, if anything big happens, like if Pittsburgh makes a splash somehow, you'll get another one of these videos. Or you'll probably get one of these after our draft as well, just my reaction to our draft picks. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Happy Juju's back. I love him, but I'm not going to buy a jersey because I have that jersey curse. So, yeah. Still don't know how to do these videos. So,